Bombshell footage has just surfaced. Keanu Reeves steps forward and confirms what we've long suspected. Hollywood is deeply compromised. And in 2026, many of the biggest A-listers are living in absolute terror. They're terrified that their Epstein and Diddy crimes are about to be dragged into the light. And when that day comes, it won't just torch their careers, it will burn Hollywood to the ground. These are the kind of crimes the public will never forgive. No apologies, no comebacks, no mercy. The empire of illusions is cracking wide open, and this time, the fallout will be biblical. Stay tuned, because as Keanu warns, the endgame is here. Before we dive in, did you know that Israel has quietly deceitfully seized control of the world's most popular VPNs? In 2026, privacy is a matter of life and death. There's only one VPN you can truly trust. Go to vp.net/TPV and see for yourself. It's fast, mathematically secure, and for our viewers, it's as low as $5.55 a month. Keanu has always been steps ahead, quietly warning us about what's really happening behind the scenes, and what's just over the horizon. We've got his bombshell admission coming right up. But first, his new movie role is dropping right into the fire. Outcome stars Keanu Reeves as a Hollywood A-lister who gets hit with a blackmail video from his past. One savage enough to torch his entire career. A dark comedy about compromat, hidden sins, and the scramble to stay at the top of the satanic Hollywood system? This is not random timing.
Down the street I used to wander, yeah.
Bubby and Tyra, we got a big problem.
There's a video.
What's on it?
I have no idea.
I need to know everyone who hates you.
You need to go and apologize to them. And without them realizing it, feel out if they're the ones behind the video.
Who hates me?
A movie about an A-lister hunting the person holding his blackmail tape. In this climate, no accident. Keanu is putting the mirror right in front of us. Fresh Epstein file drops have names, flights, messages, and connections rippling straight through Hollywood again. Executives, agents, stars, keeping the industry in full damage control mode. Keanu is daring the public to look straight into the abyss and see the truth staring back. The elite are running scared. The tapes are coming. Hollywood's house of cards is about to burn.
I'd like to introduce you to your new crisis team.
Oh, I pray to God you didn't say the word on that video.
What? No.
I know, he knows, we know.
You know, brother.
But if you did...
We're gonna hold hands and walk through the fire together, my brother.
I brush my shoes. Yeah, I'm from the baby.
Can I ask you something, Reef?
Of course.
What are you sorry for?
How do I put this the right way? You're not a good person.
There was all these...
Mom, I have a lot to apologize to you for.
Sorry. Can we try that one more time, hon? The label wasn't cheated towards camera, and that was such a great emotional moment. I'm so touched, genuinely.
The new movie is raising serious questions. Is this art imitating life, or is Hollywood sending in the cleanup crew? Is Jonah Feldstein hiding in plain sight as Rabbi Shmuley? We may never know the intentions of those involved. But Keanu has dropped a solid gold hint about his personal intentions during promotion for an upcoming TV series. Keanu fled Hollywood decades ago, under a shroud of mystery, while at the top of his game. He hinted years ago that there's a very strong reason why he's never acted in a Steven Spielberg movie, or appeared beside Tom Hanks in an acting role. Now, while promoting his new TV show Hooligans about his passion for motorcycle racing, he dropped a bombshell with a fan. The revelations that are coming out of Hollywood now, said Keanu, are just the tip of the iceberg. We've got the exclusive footage.
Keanu, what have you got to say to the pedos and rapists exposed in the Epstein file? The cannibals?
Oh, they already know what I think of them. They all drink baby's blood to get high. It's kind of sick in a real bad way.
For years, Keanu has been warning those who will listen. Keanu's younger sister suffered from leukemia, and he donated 70% of his income from the Matrix movies to hospitals treating children with cancer. In 2017, he finally spoke out and said he finds it inconceivable that anybody could be so selfish as to destroy a young person's life for their own personal pleasure. But that is the sort of person running Hollywood, he said. These people are sociopaths, pure and simple. They see it as the ultimate high. They say it gives them life. The more the child suffered, the more fear and hormonal adrenaline it had in its system at the time of death, the stronger the effect on the people who consume that blood. They live for this stuff. Just to be clear, he said this in 2017, 9 years ago, and the world refused to listen. He went on to say that the number of Hollywood elites who engage in the ritual abuse of children and the practice of drinking their blood is not insignificant. It's not some fringe cult, it's mainstream. Some of these guys carry around bottles of blood. They call it red wine, but they don't hide it. From what I understand, there is a supply chain that delivers young children on the regular. I've heard them refer to times of famine, times of feast. For a long time I thought it was a joke or coded language. I didn't think it could be what it seemed to be, said Reeves, who explained, but then I got invited to a well-known mogul's mansion, and he had 2 dead babies in his fridge, a white one and a brown one. I freaked out. I broke this guy's things. I broke his nose. I called the police, and they said I sounded crazy. Despite being one of the most bankable Hollywood stars, Reeves has remained an outsider, often giving away huge amounts of money to charitable causes or those less well off. His best friend River Phoenix died young, after experiencing horrors in the Hollywood system. His wife Jennifer Sims delivered a stillborn child in 1999, and then died 18 months later. He's seen enough death in his life. He doesn't want to glory in the death of babies, or participate in the sick rituals practiced by Hollywood elites. Now, he's hinting at a coming Hollywood apocalypse, and naming names. But first, an important word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is pillsforever.com. If you think Big Pharma have your best interests at heart, think again. The price of medicine in America has skyrocketed, and there are certain medicines Big Pharma don't want you to know about. That's why I've partnered with pillsforever.com. All of their FDA-approved medicines are the cheapest you'll find anywhere. More importantly, you can order medicines that Big Pharma don't want you to have, such as ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and fenbendazole. Speaking of fenbendazole, not only does it get rid of parasites that live inside your body, there have been studies that show fenbendazole can help with cancer. Listen to this bombshell interview with Mel Gibson, who says 3 of his friends who had terminal cancer were cured by the very same ivermectin and fenbendazole available at pillsforever.com.
I have 3 friends. All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer. All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at all. And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Jesus. They took some, what you've heard they've taken.
Ivermectin?
Fenbendazole.
Fenbendazole, yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing that a lot.
They drank hydrochloride something or other.
Get 15% off using coupon code People's Voice at the checkout. Please click the link below this video to take advantage of this fantastic offer. When Keanu speaks, the world should listen. Trust me, you don't want to do the math and work out how much you'd now be worth if you bought Bitcoin and Ethereum when he told you to. And then Keanu dropped the real red pill. While the elites are tenacious, desperate to hold on to their power, the human race is finally breaking free from the Matrix. He said it plainly. He said it with conviction. The chains are snapping. The illusions are shattering. And no amount of blackmail tapes, control systems, or Hollywood spin can stop what's coming. The human race has been enslaved for thousands of years, Keanu Reeves said while filming in the Mojave Desert, explaining that we've been kept in a mental prison by shadowy elites and secret societies that have done all they can to suppress us and stop us reaching our potential. What is the Matrix? Keanu says the Matrix is a holographic universe being projected to us by those who wish to exert total control over the human race. Humanity has been suppressed and controlled in this manner for millennia. We think it's real, but in actual fact, it's just a movie being played to the collective consciousness, presenting itself as reality. Explaining that he's been studying ancient texts and learning about the nature of reality, Keanu said, "Yeah, sure, there are a lot of people still only interested in keeping up with the Kardashians, but a significant chunk of the population have woken up. Most importantly, there is now a spiritual war being fought between our overlord masters and those who wish to set us free. Some of the world's richest and most influential people are convinced that we're living in a computer simulation. At least 2 of Silicon Valley's tech billionaires are pouring money into efforts to break humans out of the simulation that they believe we're living in. Elon Musk believes the chances that we're not living in a Matrix-style computer simulation are billions to 1. The New Yorker's Tad Friend writes that many people in Silicon Valley have become obsessed with the simulation hypothesis. 2 tech billionaires have gone so far as to secretly engage scientists to work on breaking us out of the simulation. But Keanu says the Silicon Valley guys have got it wrong about breaking free of the Matrix. He has a word of advice for the billionaires. Put your wallets back in your pockets. This has nothing to do with money or computers. It's a spiritual shift that needs to take place, not a hack. According to Keanu, that spiritual shift needs to take place urgently, because the elite are eating babies and they're becoming increasingly shameless about it. Here's Sam Harris, who is named in the Epstein files, wondering why he can't eat babies.
Why can't we eat babies? What's wrong with eating babies? If we've got extra babies around that nobody wants, why can't we eat them, right?
Why can't we eat babies? What's wrong with eating babies? If we've got extra babies around that nobody wants, why can't we eat them, right?
Children are being sacrificed in modern times by using new methods, and Hollywood is tasked with disseminating propaganda to normalize the horror. Just ask Oscar-winning writer and director Roger Avery.
They're eating babies, man. Like that's
Do you think so that you think is real? So
well, yeah. Not only that, I think that there's sacrifices going on every day in Los Angeles. I mean, allegedly, like high level musicians, let's say, high level female musician is like killing chickens every day, doing sacrifices, like
high level.
Well, I don't want to say. I don't want to say names because I don't want to get sued, and I don't want to be dead either.
What is it?
He also discussed the darkest parts of the Epstein files and revealed that Keanu Reeves is not the only Hollywood insider who understands the Luciferian projects to enslave humanity.
The Luciferians cast a spell on the world. And,
for real?
Oh, absolutely. It's just like how vampires can't go into a house unless they're invited. They tell you, what's going on ahead of time. It's predictive programming. And once you say it out loud and you put it out there and make fun of it and do a little skit like Stephen Colbert did a little skit on his show where, oh, here's a baby. I'm going to take this baby and I'm going to give it to Moloch. And he goes into like a cloudy red, furnace and hands the baby over. And he's, oh, the baby's going to be fine. And they make a joke about it and the audience laughs. Okay, we're all now conditioned to it. We've all seen it. And by laughing at it, we're complicit.
You think that that's on purpose, that this is like some sort of a grand design to get us to be desensitized to the idea of demons eating babies?
Yeah. For sure.
Really?
For sure. And
who do you
by
think,
the way, nobody's doing anything about it. We know what's happening.
But that has to take, there has to be a person or some group of people.
Yeah, like about 8,500 people. Yeah.
That are manipulating the Colbert Show?
That are manipulating everything. It's all an illusion. Like, reality as we know it is fake.
The worship of Moloch, Baal, and Satan never truly ended.
These spiritual beings, such as Baal and Moloch, which they still do ceremonies for today, such as in Bohemian Grove, there is a giant stone effigy of an owl. That's the god Moloch. The god Moloch goes all the way back to Rome and Carthage, in which they were offering child sacrifices to this god in exchange for power. And then they will do your bidding, but you end up paying a terrible price for it. You end up losing your soul. And in fact, the groups that work with these entities invariably end up being destroyed, and that is written right into their symbolism, the symbol of the eagle. The original American bird was not the eagle. Benjamin Franklin wanted to be the phoenix. The phoenix is the symbol of the cabal. Why? Because the cabal must be burned to ashes, seems to be completely destroyed, but it keeps arising and reincarnating from the ashes. It comes back. So part of their religious belief is that in order to get their New World Order, they must be publicly exposed, they must die for their beliefs, they will appear to be wiped out, and they actually believe that these extraterrestrial gods that they've been contracting with all these centuries are going to return, and they will be glorified. They will return in light bodies, and they will actually now be the rulers of the earth.
The 9,000-year-old pedophile ring must fall. This occult religion has completely conquered Hollywood. It has infected every studio, every agency, every red carpet. And it must be driven from the face of the earth. When the veil is finally ripped away and their crimes are fully exposed, they must not be allowed to rise again. No comebacks, no sequels, no rebranding, no forgiveness. This sickness ends now, or it will consume everything. The purge is coming. Here at The People's Voice, we're determined to continue exposing the global elites, but we need your help. Subscribe to the channel on Rumble and YouTube, follow me on X, and join the People's Voice Locals community for exclusive news and member-only content. I hope to see you there.